Hello everyone, welcome to our second Hyper Talk, our official launch episode. Mark your calendars on June 5th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Marcus, here with our community manager, Chris, for our newest updates.
Hey guys, it's Chris. Good to see you all again. Thank you so much for the enthusiasm with our last beta. We had over 200,000 players across the globe and so much engagement across all of our different social media platforms, Discord communities, Reddit communities, and more. During this test, we've had tons of brilliant ideas, suggestions, and more that we've been actively monitoring and optimizing. We're super excited to have you here, and we're ready for launch. Just want to say thank you guys so much again. We've gathered so much useful gameplay data, and the devs are looking into all of this feedback that you've given us to balance and fine-tune the game before launch. We'll be sharing a patch notes soon on the Discord, so stay tuned for that. Now getting into today's Hyper Talk, we've got some changes and optimizations to talk about from our beta feedback. We've got some new Animus joining us, and also some details about our launch celebration carnival, which will include incredible giveaways and benefits.
Now on to the questions. First up, we'd like to address the recent discussion about anima use in RTA.
This is a big one, and we sincerely apologize for not promptly identifying this and clarifying the misconception sooner. Just so you guys know, anima are effective across all different gameplay modes in Etheria Restart. We've also designed multiple ways to acquire anima tokens, as well as a new RTA shop that wasn't in our last beta. In that RTA shop, you can also obtain dupes. Moving forward, we'll continue to monitor and optimize this gaming experience with anima.
And now for more lighthearted topics. Translation issues.
Yep, Etheria has tons of extensive story content, characters, skill descriptions, and much more, and of course those are going to come with some challenges. So you guys know we've expanded our localization and LQA teams. You can also join us on the Discord and make contributions there to get some benefits.
So some other concerns that players have mentioned: major servers launching all at the same time, daily refresh times not synchronized across various regions, leading to a lot of players experiencing level lag and delayed feature access.
Of course, different regions will have different reset times for the most convenient experience, but we do encourage players to join the server that is closest to them. What we did notice is that in the first few days, especially with this time-gated content, these progression gaps can be amplified and impact the experience negatively. This is something that will stabilize over time, but on launch, we have decided to restrict the RTA cross-region matchmaking so that all of you guys don't have this negative impact with the time gating, and eventually we'll re-enable this in Summit and Fearless Arena once things are stabilized.
With many regions having different keyboard layouts, some people have been asking if there will be custom key binding features.
Yes, there will be. Our developers have been discussing these concerns, and we're planning to provide multiple keyboard layout schemes for character movement, skill casting, and much more for a smoother gaming experience.
On to some other important questions people have asked. So current poll stats combine all banners across limited and permanent banners, but now they will be displayed separately.
We've noticed this, and as Marcus said, it will be displayed separately, and we'll also give you the option to filter out through banners so you can see where you've been lucky or where you're missing out.
Players have also asked if the pity counter for limited banners carry over to the next limited banner.
I'm happy to announce this, that yes, they do carry over. Pity counters for the same type of banner will be inherited by the next. This also includes constant disorder banners, also known as LD banners, and they have their own independent pity, but they still carry over. Pity counts have also been reduced from 100 to 80 based on feedback that we had during the beta.
Now on to a question about UI. Players are concerned that Animus roles are not very clear. Roles like tank, DPS, and support are not clearly indicated.
Yeah, so in Etheria, character roles can be quite complex. Same characters can have multiple strategies and builds. We have an example like Tiamat, who you can build as a tank or a DPS. What we do encourage is for players to check out our community guides. We have some sponsored ones like Hell Hades and Pridewind, but also on the Discord there's many player-made guides that can help you out and figure out how to strategize your builds.
Our next topic is about stage combat. We currently do not have any data tracking for damage or healing stats at the end of matches. We are happy to share that we discussed ways to implement this in the future.
Yep, we've received this feedback quite a bit, and we've been discussing ways to implement it. We hope to display more valuable combat information in the future for a better competitive experience, so look forward to that.
I am curious, do characters in Etheria Restart have fixed resistances in battle?
Yes, they do. In Etheria's combat system, the hit rate can be increased a maximum of 2 times the skill probability and reduced to a minimum of half the skill probability. There's a fixed resistance of 10%, meaning debuff success rates cannot exceed 90%. Of course, we're going to be monitoring this after the game launches, and if any values need adjustment, we'll make sure to inform the players in the patch notes and also in our Discord.
Next on our list is one of the top most asked questions, related to stamina issues. The overall feedback is that free daily stamina allowance seems a bit low.
Yeah, so after our testing in the beta, we've discovered this issue and we've decided to increase the free stamina acquisition from daily tasks on launch. This allows free-to-play players to have more stamina to experience more game content and upgrade their characters faster.
Awesome, and now for another commonly discussed topic, character gen ratio. We have over 7,000 messages on feedback threads about it.
Yeah, this one has been a mess, but we're hearing you guys. Etheria Restart's goal has always been to include plenty of uniquely charming characters in the future, both male and female. We're taking all of your suggestions into consideration. I know the thread has been a mess and many people have mixed opinions, but we're excited to release so many more new Animus across launch.
Well, since everyone is curious about future Animus releases, why don't we ask Chris and the team what is planned?
Yep, that's a big one. As everyone knows, in our recently concluded final test, we did add 8 new Animus to the game, each with their own unique characteristics. Just so you know, we have many plans for future Animus development, several appearing on launch, and many planned for the future, so look forward to it.
Okay, but I'm sure you can give us a little bit more detail.
Alright, let's start off with our brand new Animus Mio. We've prepared an introduction to show off her exquisite features, so let's watch that together.
何かよ、言っとくけど、もうスケジュールはぎっしりなの。遊びたければ前もって予約して。ここが私の研修先なの？パッとしないわね。でもどうしてもって言うなら言ってあげてもいいわよ。
Skill 1. Mio inflicts damage on a single enemy with the chance to apply freeze for 1 turn. Skill 2. Mio deals damage to all enemies with a chance to apply freeze for 1 turn. Ultimate skill. Mio deals damage to all enemies, steals all turn meter from the primary target and portions from other targets, distributing it equally among all allies, and applies increased speed to all allies for 2 turns. Mio specializes in freezing opponents and stealing turn meter. Both her first and second skills can keep enemies in a continuous frozen state. By prioritizing her ultimate skill for crowd control and turn meter theft, she creates favorable conditions for her team to act faster. In high-intensity PvP strategic battles, Mio excels as a critical first speed control Animus.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get on to our next Animus we'd like to reveal. They're known as the powerful Iron Fist warrior, Mizuki Mikoto. She's hungry for power and her strength is her only guarantee of survival in this world.
I love it already. But that can't be the only Animus related news.
Alright, it's not. I guess I can reluctantly share a little bit more. Similar to our beta, our friends Freya and Messiah will be returning as our first rate-up banners on launch. But speaking of powerful Animus, I wonder if anyone remembers someone special who goes by the name of Hoan, who didn't appear in our recent beta.
I do slightly remember this, but in this test, there's also a boss with the same name. We've occasionally seen glimpses of her in certain promotions.
Yes, we have. Hoan still has many secrets waiting to be explored. All of this requires hyperlinkers in the real world to work together and assist in the Etheria world. As for exactly how to do this, please continue following us for official updates.
Now let's move on to the next topic. How does the team plan to design future activities and events like Candy Party, and will there be more events in the future?
Yep, there will be. So our design philosophy is to allow hyperlinkers to accumulate items and rewards while relaxing with daily actions to unwind. On launch, we'll kick off with a new event called Shell Story. This is a classic dice rolling map event where you can control your hyperlinker to gather rewards. Just so you guys know, each event will always have different art and designs, bringing unique surprises each time.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to try it myself. Speaking of game modes, I remember the guild versus guild function was mentioned in the previous test. Are there any new updates on this?
Yeah, so this has been one of the most asked questions and I'm excited to talk about it. Guild vs Guild United Front is in the final development stage. Let me briefly share a preview. From the interface shown on screen, you can see that the United Front mode requires hyperlinkers to work together in territory battles to earn better rewards. We can't wait for you to experience it.
Wow, even from that snippet we just saw, it really looks like a fun challenge. Now, I know all of you hardcore RTA players have been waiting for this. Since the final test, RTA rankings have been finalized. When will the EWS qualifications be announced?
That's an excellent question. We've just completed the qualification rankings for the final round. What's displayed on the screen now are the players who have earned the EWS 2025 qualification through the rankings. We've also notified all of these players about specific participation methods via email. Don't miss out on the messages on the upcoming EWS. Additionally, on Etheria's launch, we'll provide qualification opportunities again on the ranking settlement information. Specific rules will be announced in the future on our official platforms. We welcome all hyperlinkers to join the EWS arena and become the ultimate competitive champions.
Wow, time sure flew by really quickly. We're already at the end of today's video.
Indeed. Etheria's official launch we've been eagerly awaiting is finally coming. Hyperlinkers, don't forget that Etheria's global launch will be on June 5th, 2025. This will be on PC, Android, and iOS platforms. Pre-registration is currently underway, so if you haven't done that yet, head to our website to receive pre-registration rewards for launch.
There's also a redemption code available at launch, Etheria0605. Make sure to join our Discord and follow our social media for future updates and free in-game resources.
Cool, thank you, Marcus. That concludes today's Hyper Talk. If you have any more questions, please join our discussions on our Discord and Reddit communities. See you all on June 5th for Etheria's launch. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.